Once upon a time, in the heart of fairyland, there stood a shining royal palace surrounded by rainbow skies, glittering waterfalls, and gardens blooming with magical flowers. In this sparkling land lived a little fairy named Alina. She was only 11 years old, but her heart was full of big dreams. Alina loved baking more than anything else in the world. In her tiny fairy kitchen, she had just one glowing oven, an old wooden spoon, and a simple clay bowl. But whenever she stirred sugar, tiny sparkling stars danced in the air, and her cakes smelled so sweet that even the garden flowers bloomed brighter. One morning, the Queen Fairy of Fairyland called every fairy to the Grand Royal Hall, which glittered with golden flowers and shining lights. With a royal smile, the Queen announced, "Tomorrow, there will be a royal baking competition. The fairy who bakes the best cake will become the head baker of the Royal Fairy Bakery." The whole hall filled with cheerful claps and excited giggles. One fairy shouted, "I'll bake a rainbow cake." Another said, "I'll prepare honey-filled tarts." And another twirled her wand proudly, saying, "My crystal candy cookies will win for sure." Alina also wanted to join the competition, but her heart felt a little heavy. All the other fairies had magical golden spoons, silver bowls, and enchanted ovens, while she only had her old wooden spoon. She looked at it sadly and whispered, "Maybe I don't stand a chance." But true magic lives in the heart, in love and hard work, not in fancy tools. That night, Alina spread her tiny wings and flew into the enchanted garden of fairyland. First, she floated under the starry night sky, collecting stardust sugar from twinkling stars. Then she gathered morning dewdrops to create pure magical milk. Finally, she plucked rose petals to extract a soft and delicate rose flavor. When she returned home, her little kitchen glowed with golden light. She stirred the ingredients gently with her wooden spoon and placed the batter in her glowing oven. As the cake baked, golden butterflies appeared and rested on it, and when it was done, the cake shimmered like hidden treasure. Butterfly sparkles. The next morning, the royal palace hall was filled with decorated tables and the sweet aroma of baked magic. Every fairy proudly presented her creation. One displayed a rainbow cake sparkling with jeweled colors. Another showed honey tarts that glowed with soft golden light. Another had crystal cookies that chimed like little bells. The fairies clapped and admired each other's work. The hall looked like a dream made of sugar and stars. When it was Alina's turn, she carefully placed her glowing cake on the table. The moment it touched the surface, the entire hall filled with light. A beautiful fragrance spread through the air, and every fairy's eyes sparkled with happiness. The Queen Fairy gasped in amazement. "This," she said softly, "is the true royal taste, made of love, effort, and simplicity." She gently placed a shining crown on Alina's head, and the hall burst into cheerful applause. From that day on, Alina became the Royal Fairy Baker of Fairyland. She opened a magical bakery in the palace gardens, where cupcakes, cookies, and cakes glowed like stars. Whenever a fairy felt sad or lonely, Alina would give her a glowing cupcake, and instantly, the fairy's smile returned. The fairies of Fairyland often said, "Alina's cupcakes taste like happiness." True magic lies in love, hard work, and honesty, not in expensive tools or fancy spells. Sparkles.